Hello. So, here we are. Our second character and our first mutant. This will be different. This will be hopefully pretty exciting. So I might try and tutorialize a little bit because we're starting a new character. And I want to, as much as possible, to try and make CUD seem accessible to people. I'm not very good at this game, but if I can possibly, help ease the blow of, its interface in terms of, like how complex it looks. It's not honestly that complex. There is definitely a lot to learn and a lot to observe, but it's not necessarily an overly complex experience. You can feel overwhelmed, but once you get the hang of things. So usually what I do when I first start, if you're starting a new character, you want to check your abilities and make sure that they are assigned. And you can see they already are. I have Dismember because I have Axe abilities, and I have Charge. You remember Charge? That's easy peasy. And these are both activated abilities. So the first things first, we're gonna go get our 3 quests. I'm starting in Jopa. I will eventually start in I keep saying this, but I will eventually start in a non-Jopan place. But now is not the time. Oh, this is a character who starts with no knickknacks. I believe, I'm not sure if this is true, but I'm pretty sure that one of the benefits of I'm sorry I'm not explaining myself right now, but I'm really just taking these first 3 quests. I'm in search of work. You want to go talk to Argive. You want to talk to Mehmet here, who tells you about what's eating the water vines. We know now that it's the Gerslings. A new terrible plague, basically. We don't want to do this yet. We do want to do a little bit of item management and buy some stuff from the store. Just a couple of things to make our journey a little bit easier. And we want to take the 6-day stilt. Something that people can do, something that some people do for the beginning of their CUD run, is they will make the 6-day stilt right away, just to get it out of the way. And it's not an unreasonable thing to do because the risks are fairly low. It's not that there are no risks, but it's also a ton of XP when you make it there. So that is something I've seen, I've heard of people doing. So I'm going to do a little bit of I don't have that much money, to be honest. And this is a character who cannot see in the dark, so I actually shouldn't sell my torches. So I want to buy the ammo. It's a good idea to buy the ammo when you first start. Although, we don't have a lot of money, aka water. We do not have a lot of water. It's a good idea to buy a couple of bandages. Bandages keep you from bleeding, and I've said this, but one of the worst ways to lose a CUD run is by bleeding out. It sucks. It's such a painful way to lose your character. So you wanna look at these, the shrines. There's one generated one, so that's this one, which is different every time. It's also in a different spot every time, but it's always one north of Jopa. So let's read it. Throughout the entirety of 2479 BR, Yuhin IV laid waste to all of Theater Province, Tursabal. Let me get the mouse out of there. Kidnapping the smartest children from the homes of cats and baboons, she became known as the Tursabal Bane. I like the sound of that. Tursabal Bane. How we've marked the location. This time, you know, I think I was pretty careful with that last character. I think I was well leveled for Golgotha, but you know, stuff happens in CUD. Sometimes, you know, not everything goes the way you want it to. So we got kind of screwed with the goat folk. I would like to be even more over leveled this time before going to Golgotha. So, oh, I didn't even notice that croc, and he already took large bites out of me. So let's get out of here. What was I saying now? We could have done more stuff before we headed to Golgotha. We could have done some historical sites. We could have explored a bit more. We could have did a bit of grinding. I should have charged this croc. Let's try and dismember him. Did we do it? We missed. He's fine. So this is a mutant. I should have gone over the mutations. I could very well die here. Yeah. It's wounded. Ouch. 1 health left. We could probably die here. If we die here, it's not really a big deal. I would prefer that we didn't die, obviously. So one of our mutations is regeneration. You can see it at our top, if you'll recall my How to Watch CUD, our health bar up here is replenishing very quickly, which is a really nice thing. For one thing, I'll tell you one reason it's a very good thing for us is because if you see me running away, hiding behind a tree and waiting, you know, waiting to recover, something I haven't mentioned is the opponent recovers as well. They are also recovering from the conflict, the battle. So if you have faster regeneration, that means you can fight, regenerate, and then jump back into the combat before your opponent has fully healed, which is really good. I mean, against tougher opponents, you know, they're probably going to have more health than you. They're probably going to have bigger, badder attacks than you. So it's a good thing to be able to kind of outmatch them in some way. So I think, am I holding a torch right now? I am. So you may have noticed, okay, so it's nighttime right now. We no longer have the gift of night vision. We no longer have cybernetics night vision. And you'll notice a couple things. I mean, first of all, why can we see these things over here? Why can we see those? Those are glow pads. I think pink is the universal language in CUD for glowing. So these are glow pads. I can look at them. Disc of leaf with luminous veins. And the thing I just killed is a glowfish. There's also glowing cats, luminous creatures, and you know, it's kind of neat because even if you can't see very well, like myself right now, I'm actually blind outside of this small radius. The fluorescent creatures of CUD can sometimes lend you a little bit of a helping hand. They can show you things, glimpses of something lurking and waiting for you. It doesn't come up often, but you know, sometimes it can. So I'm kind of taking some risks right now. I'm trying to level us up. You know, the early stages of CUD are pretty dangerous. I'm heading to Rust Wells. I'm actually heading there via, you know, on foot rather than fast traveling. This is because I want to kill any glowfish I find along the way, as well as Well, I mean, that's pretty much it. I want to kill creatures I find along the way. But I'm heading to Rustwells because it's one of the easiest quests to complete on your first go. Not to say it is easy, it's not. But I've been killed many times by Red Rock. Red Rock can kill you very suddenly if you're not prepared for it in these early stages. So I like to go to Rustwells first. Oh no. What is this? Chitinous Puma. Oh, that's bad. We are sprinting. Yeah. Are we no longer sprinting? We're almost dead. You can see this'll probably be our death very soon. These things can like are quick. Yeah, we died. You know, that's not unexpected. I'm not gonna save that tombstone. We'll make a new character. Quick. We're gonna continue with Gorgo. So make, you know, Kurashra Yakat Ishwak. I like to get a name I can, you know, reliably pronounce. Mauer Ikat. Mauer Ikat. All right, let's go with that. We have horns. We'll do Joppa again. We have horns. We have extra arms. We have extra regeneration. Those are our mutations. Let me just look at. Yeah, antlers. And the antlers have a pretty cool ability. They give you a 20% chance on melee attack to gore your opponent. So it's just like a passive effect to potentially have an extra attack. And coupled with extra arms, I'm hoping to basically make this guy the king of multi attacks. So, you know, we're starting again. This happens, you know. Sometimes you really have to kind of get a foothold in CUD. It's not ironically, in some ways I feel like the beginning of CUD is the hardest part. So let's, you know, buy the slugs, buy the arrows. Maize beard gland paste. I don't know. Carbide hammer. Man, the number of times I just wished that I had gotten a carbide hammer or mace in our last run. We can, no, I mean, yes, but also I want to look at that painted thing. While traveling through Seva Castle, Bashid stopped at a tavern in Karsamrad steeple. There he lost his prized suitor of a wed insect gift in a foolhardy bet. He cursed the tavern and left Karsamrad steeple. So I have a quest to recover that legendary item. So let's get our 6-day stilt quest. This guy likes to wander. We could like try robbing people. Yeah, let's open it. So I could like take a copper nugget. I guess I could take some bandages. Yeah, actually, this guy. I understand now why people do this. I don't like being pragmatic or completely pragmatic in games. I don't like the idea or the philosophy of like, well, NPCs don't matter, so I'm just gonna like do whatever I need to do as the player to get what I need to survive. I would prefer that there isn't, you know, maybe an option of playing a little bit more peaceably. But I understand it's, you know, that's probably a very naive outlook. Find our rest chef information, and then over here we have another shrine depicting the events of something amazing, I'm sure. While traveling through Kanawan Homestead, Orohim stopped at a market in Daner Steeple. And at an obscure shop, he purchased an electric axe and named it Electric Orohimboon. Orohimboon. Then he went to a nearby tavern and lost Electric Orohimboon to a local pickpocket. He cursed the tavern and left Daner Steeple. That sounds actually really good. That would be a really good thing for us to do if this character lives for a couple of seconds. I want this guy to be an axe character. Speaking of which, let's look at. So you can see here we have upper right arm, upper left arm, lower right arm, lower left arm. Oh, we've started with an engraved battle axe. Let's look at that. In 4068 BR, Shah Masp was challenged by a pretender to a duel over the rights of grazing hedonists. She won and had the pretender buried deep under the earth. She was 63 years old. Nice. Whoops. No, I wanna equip. I have another axe. I want to be a dual wielder, or at the very least, I would like to wield multiple weapons and potentially also multiple shields. I had a comment mentioned to me that you don't have to hold shields, bucklers, in order to use them. So with that in mind, I'm wondering, can you do that? And so can you use a shield and use shield benefits and also be a dual wielder? Because that would be bad A. That would be awesome. I think I would like to do that. Okay, so we can actually see night dawning. You can tell night is dawning because like your like radius shrinks. So I'm gonna make a camp. You know, I don't actually need to do that. What I'm gonna do, there is a button. There's a shortcut. I'm gonna look it up here. Control mapping. Wait a number of turns. Rest until morning. Control tilde. Control tilde. There. So that's, you know, hopefully how we will take care of that problem. I will admit, the idea of running a character without night vision kind of spooks me a little bit. We already have a legendary creature here, but he's neutral, so potentially good. Let's go and chat with him. Let's share some water. So sharing your water with a legendary creature can be actually potentially bad. Our reputation with the villagers of Ekamas has decreased. We're no longer, we're even less friends with worms. But overall, I think this is a good thing. We're friends to the apes. So he'll teach us the mulled mushroom cider. Would you teach me your ways? Learn cooking and gathering. Yo, that would actually be really good. Free cooking and gathering? Sign me up. Actually, I say free. I mean, we paid our reputation, but that's okay. We have a copper nugget. Albino ape pelt. I'm surprised this guy is friends to the ape. When he's got a pelt. Sharing our water with him made us friends to the ape. So I don't know. That's a little bit weird, but I'm good with it. The apes are pretty tough. They're sturdy. So I'm happy to not be an enemy to them. So again, I would like to walk, on foot, not fast travel, kill glowfish, level up. Oh, there's a croc, okay. Let's try and dismember him. Hey, I think we did it. You chop off the croc's face. The croc begins bleeding. That means he's taking damage over time. Oh, except he stopped bleeding. But hey, we got our first successful dismember. That's actually really cool. And we gained a level. Great. This character also comes with the butchery skill, which is it's a helpful skill because basically when we kill something edible, like a crocodile or like a boar, our character will automatically butcher it. You see here. You pass by a bloody water vine, a bloody brine stalk, a bloody croc's face. Yo, let's pick up the croc's face. We can just eat it. Just eat a croc's face. This is where this game gets very morbid. I'm not sure if I... did I already butcher the croc? Doesn't seem like it. I like salty croc's face. So then you can do something like really morbid and actually like wear it. So now I'm wearing a salty bloody croc's face. Can you imagine someone coming in on you and they have on their face just an uncleaned, bloody croc just face? And it's not like a croc. Man, this is gonna get morbid. I'm sorry. It's not like a face they have like painstakingly cleaned and like trimmed. This is not a taxidermist's skinning of a crocodile. This is like, he went in on that crocodile and like chopped the face off in one like clean swipe. It probably still has like teeth in it. It wasn't a clean chop, so like maybe it's got like half of its teeth on one side and then damn. Anyway, let's dismember this other croc. Maybe we can get something else. You chop off the croc's tail. We're gonna go full crocodile. Yeah, we'll get it. But like, I don't know what we're gonna do with it. Can we equip it anywhere? Worn on back. No? Body? I don't think so. I don't think we can equip it. Manual. Oh, we can equip it. Holy crap. Upper left hand. We can wield it. We are now wielding the croc's tail. I love that it's a separate crocodile. Like, this guy can't, like, again, imagine he's coming at you wearing a crocodile's face, and in his left hand, one of his left hands, he's just got a crocodile tail. And you would assume, I mean, I don't know if you're really thinking anything rational as you stare down this manic character, you might assume, wow, you must have got that tail from the crocodile he got the face from. He killed a crocodile and then just like ripped it apart. But no, separate crocodiles. Feel like it's becoming nighttime. No, it's not. Never mind. That's just me being paranoid. So we're just gonna make our way. I could do a montage. We're pretty much there. I could have done a montage, but then you would have missed crocodile face and tail. So no. Are we? Yeah, this thing is hostile. Let's not. Ouch. I don't want to mess with turtles. Luckily, turtles are slow. You know. Don't tell the hare that, I guess, but... I don't want to fight turtles right now because we don't really have the penetration to deal with them. I don't know what our weapon is. It's penetration 5, and we have another weapon with penetration 5. We can't do it. We would be there for like 9 years, and meanwhile they can actually do damage to us this time. I don't know if you guys remember how much I wailed on a turtle before I finally killed it. You chop off the horned chameleon's right hind foot. He cleaved through my armor. So I've mentioned it before, that means the armor is doing less now, and you can see our furs used to be 2 AV, and now it's only 1 AV. Oh, this thing is actually kind of messing us up. Let's sprint it. Ouch, you got one last hit in there. We could go back, because we're almost recovered. Dismember him again. Oops. You chop off the salty, bloody horned chameleon's left hind foot. Didn't we already do that? No, we got his right hind foot last time. So we cut off both of its feet. That's brutal. Okay, we've leveled up. We're level 3 now. Let's make camp. I guess our character is hungry. I could break the episode here, and I think I will, but I would like to... Let's look at... So now that we have mutations, there's a couple of options for us. The first thing is, when you level up, you get attribute points, and those are important, of course. We could level up something like strength, maybe. We can also level up our mutations. We get mutation points. So we could level up our antlers. On the next level for antlers, it looks like they do 2d4 instead of 2d3. So that just means our opportunity for damage goes up. So like, if you think about a lot of people mention this, but like I'll mention it as well. When it refers to 2d3, it's referring to, it's like a D&D or a tabletop term. It's referring to a number of dice. So 2d3 would mean 2 3-sided dice. So when you think about the number of combinations of 2d3, you're at the minimum going to get 2, and at the maximum you're going to get 6. So for 2d4, the minimum is 2, but the maximum is 8. So that's not bad. We also, in a strange twist of fate, we have a reputation with goat folk, which I completely forgot about that. I guess I instinctively set our character up to not die to goat folk and instead be friends with them. That would be nice. We have other options. Multiple arms. 10% chance from 8 for each arm to deliver an additional melee attack whenever you make a melee attack. That would be good. Regeneration might be really good. Increased natural healing time rate. Severed limbs regrow over time. More greatly increased natural healing rate. Severed limbs regrow more quickly. I don't think it's that's that important right now. Maybe I am naive. The other thing we can do, you might see it down there, is we could wait and buy a new random mutation for 4 mutation points. Maybe, not as, maybe ill-advised, but can I look at our skills, please? So we do want to level up our strength because I want to be able to spec into axe proficiency. So let's just go ahead and do that. We need 19. We're not going to have that. Oh, we will have that. Perfect. That's actually really good. So we can get cleave. Well, we can't get cleave. We're 2 points away from cleave. That's brutal. Could get something like harvestry. Harvestry means that whenever you walk over a plant or something, your character will automatically pick the berries or take the stock or anything useful that can be taken. Let's just go ahead and collapse everything. I do want to take dual wield. That is an expensive skill, so we won't be able to take it for a while. We will need agility. We will probably have that agility by the time we are ready to take dual wield. You are skilled at 2 weapon fighting. Your chance to attack with an offhand weapon is increased. So that can be really good. Cooldown 60, you make an attack with every hand, including extra hands granted by mutation or technology. So you can see where I'm going with this. This is a very good direction, I feel. But, in the meantime, I wouldn't mind getting something like cleave. You hit an opponent with an axe, there's a 75% chance you cleave their armor, giving them a -1 penalty. I like passive damage or passive effects that, debuff them. We could take some of these other ones like hook and drag. Well, these are the end game kind of abilities. Decapitate is very self-explanatory, I think. If they have multiple heads, they start bleeding profusely. Toughness save, difficulty 35. I love this. It's one of the reasons I love CUD is because you get to read things like if they have a second head, then they just take a lot of damage from bleeding from their neck hole. They have thought of many details. So we can preserve some fresh food. We've preserved our star apple into star apple jam. These are the benefits of the cooking skills. And I did want to get into cooking with their last character, but I kept trying to double down on survival, and to my credit, it still wasn't enough. But now that we can actually cook, our character actually knows how to cook. We can pick characters, so we could take our croc's tail or our face. Let's not cook the croc's face. We could take the tail, and some star apple jam, and we could cook with those. So let's see what happens. You eat the meal. You start to metabolize. Whenever you take damages, there's a 10% chance you get plus 36% max HP for 1 hour. So I know that seems like nothing, but you never know. It might actually save your life. But some of the cooking benefits can get really insane. They can get really, really beneficial. And here's the thing is, when your character learns how to cook, say I just happen to stumble upon an amazing combination of items, and learn a recipe that is makes you a god, basically, just gives you amazing buffs. Your character can write down that recipe or basically learn it make it a favorite, make it a staple dish. And that way you can repeat that recipe. So in a lot of ways, this is the nature of alchemy. Cooking is like potion brewing. It's how you make your buffs that can make a meaningful difference. But anyway, that's gonna do it for our first episode. Let me just see here. What's our character? Mawar Cat. Well, I'll name it that character, and unfortunately, the other one who died. They'll live on in someone's memory, maybe. Who knows? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, hit the like button, and if you're new, consider following. I'll see you next time with some more CUD.